push down, push down, push down, close on your low, push down, push down, push down, push, there you go, push, keep pushing, 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 8, 7, 6, keep pushing, 5, 4, keep pushing, 3, 2, 1, say it with me.
Easy money.
Here reading price action, we had a trend up, trend break, retest a new high, and then we got a high, push down, lower high, that worked. Then we got another one, highs, push down, lower high with a big single candle that closed under the 21 EMA, which is what you want to see in this case. Now we're just trying to hold on. Just gotta hold on for 46 seconds. We want to break back through the golden ratio, and we should be heading down from here. That was a great call. Great chart reading, because many people will be going long in this situation. But when you understand the market cycle and price action entries, you can hit one like this. Count down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say it with me.
Easy money.
Hey guys, how's it going? JD here. So this week we have really been discussing trading psychology. I've really been walking you through 3 really major things that you need to have in line, in place, before you start making money trading. Earlier this week we talked about having the right skills. Trading is a skilled trade, and we just discussed how you got to get your skill level up, right? You got to get your chart hours up. You got to plant your flag on something like price action, pick a strategy and stick to it. Okay, so we went from talking about skills to talking about having the determination that it's going to take to trade until, right? Keep going until you start winning. Keep going until you stop blowing out accounts. Keep going until you're consistently profitable, right? And today we're going to discuss the last piece that you have to have, because many of you who already have a good trading strategy like price action, many of you are this last step away from making money. You may not even realize how close you are, but many of you, this is how close you are. You're one discipline away from becoming profitable. So in this video here today, we're going to talk about the discipline that it takes to finally find success in the trading markets. So let's jump right in. Discipline. All right, here's the deal. There's a reason why 90% of people who try to trade don't make it, okay? And it's very, I know you think it's the strategy. I know you think it's whether you're trading futures or whether you're trading Forex or whether you're trading binary options, you think it's the market. It's none of those things. It's none of those things. Becoming profitable truly comes down to each and every person. It comes down to you. And it really comes down to your discipline. Let me explain. To be profitable in trading requires a high level of discipline, okay? I try to put emphasis on high level of discipline, not just discipline, okay? Trading requires a high level of discipline, which is the problem. That's the main problem. I don't know if I've ever discussed what the main problem of losing traders is. Your main problem, if you're still losing, is your discipline, because trading requires a high level of discipline. And most people don't have discipline. You maybe have never even thought of this, but okay, so you decide you're going to become a trader, right? You decide you're going to try to do something that 90% of people fail at, okay? I'm telling you right now that 90% of people fail because it requires a high level of discipline. Here's the problem. Most people, general people, the general world's population, you don't live your regular life disciplined. I mean, you may think you do, you may follow the laws of the land, right? That's not discipline. What I mean is this. So here's a couple examples I can give you. me personally, I used to be a gamer, okay? I could get on the game, man. It was nothing for me to play Call of Duty for 5 hours, or play Call of Duty then switch over to NBA 2K. And so there was that was nothing for me to be on a video game for 5 hours a day. Not 5 hours here and there on the week. I could put in 5 hours a day, right? Then it got to the point where I said, you know what, dude, you're a grown man with a wife and kids. 5 hours a day on a video game is a little excessive, right? I mean, there's a limit to everything, right? So I can remember then I dropped down to like, all right, I'm only gonna do 2 hours, right? I'm only gonna do 2 hours. And hey, that was hit or miss, okay? But my point is this. If I had did 2 hours a day, then I would be putting some discipline in place. I would say, all right, look, 5 hours, even though, you know, it just happened, like you just playing and playing and playing, you're having fun, time is passing, and you look up and be like, oh, it's midnight. I gotta go to bed, go to work in the morning, right? It just happens because you say no to your kids, you say no to the wife, you say no to everybody else. Most people aren't used to saying no to themselves because in their regular life, you just do what you want, right? If I want to play 5 hours, I can, you know? So I remember I did put a discipline in place where, look, I'm not playing over 2 hours, right? And that's kind of what I was doing before I just gave it up all together. Cause I said, hey, I'm not rich. How dare I spend 5 hours on a video game and I'm not rich, right? Hey, when I'm rich, then I'll spend 5 hours playing video games, right? But that's me, right? But okay, ladies, hey, how many hours of housewives, whatever, right, is acceptable in a day, right? Most people don't have a limit on how much Housewives of Atlanta you gonna watch, okay? It's just, you just don't. Or how much Netflix you gonna watch, or how much TV in general. Most people don't say, hey, listen, too much TV is a waste of freaking time. All right, so we're only gonna do 2 hours of TV a day. You may do that for your kids, maybe, but overall, generally, people don't have any disciplines in place for TV. You just watch. You just watch to your heart's desire, right? Smokers out there, which I don't know why you're still smoking cigarettes, but smokers don't say, I'm gonna smoke 3 squares a day, morning, noon, and night. That's it. No, they smoke a half a pack, smoke a pack. They just smoke, you know. people just smoke. People don't put a number on it. They don't discipline their smoking. You don't discipline your TV watching. You don't discipline, your video game playing. So what I'm saying is this: overall, generally, people just don't live with disciplines. You know what I'm saying? How much fast food is too much fast food in a week, right? Most people don't say, all right, well, I went to Burger King yesterday, so I ain't gonna do this Wendy's today for lunch, or most people don't say, hey, I'm gonna bring my lunch 3 days a week and then just go out 2 days a week for lunch. No, people don't do that. If you go out for lunch, you do that every day and you don't think about it. Okay. And I'm not saying that all this stuff is wrong and you shouldn't be doing. My point is that most people don't have too many disciplines lined up that's not forced on you, right? Now, going to work may be forced on you. Getting there on time may be forced on you. Doing a certain amount of tasks while you're there may be forced on you, or you ain't getting paid, you're going to get fired. That's totally different, right? This is why most people make great employees and bad entrepreneurs. Because see, when you go into trading, you're really endeavoring on being an entrepreneur now, and there's nobody on your back, right? There's nobody over your shoulder telling you don't take too many trades. There's nobody over your shoulder telling you, we're not going to trade the euro dollar today. The strength meter is wacky, right? I'm just saying, when you're a trader, you're on your own. Okay, so if you don't have regular disciplines in your life that can transfer over to trading, what 90% of people are trying to do is you go from living with no disciplines to trying to do a task that requires a high level of discipline. That's what catches people up. I'm telling you, that is it. And that's why some of you are so close to profiting. Hey, listen, if you've been doing price action for 6 months and up, right, and you're like a break-even trader or barely profitable, you discipline away. It's your discipline. I can tell you right now, it's your discipline. You're supposed to take 5 trades a day. You take 15, right? You said you're only going to take second entries. You're taking higher lows. You said you're not going to enter before the candle close. Every third trade, you try to sneak in, right? You say that you're going to only take entries off of the key entry point, off of the 21 EMA, right? But then you're steady entering 5 candles away from the key entry point. All of those were rules. All of those were rules for high probability trades. But once you break one of them, due to your lack of discipline, the whole system can crumble, or the results are mediocre, you know what I'm saying, rather than being stellar. Okay, like I said, and this trader's hand, it's a 90% system. This trader's hand, it's a 60% system. Same system. Tell me what the difference is. I'm telling you right now, the difference is the discipline. One trader is disciplined, the other trader is not. And I'm not trying to beat up on anybody in this video. I'm just letting you know it's probably your discipline, because I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience, because it can mess with your mind if you don't understand this. I really want you guys to understand this, so you don't think that you're a bad trader. You're probably a great trader with horrible discipline. Okay, because I've been there. All right, I've had win 10 in a row, right? Have two great profitable weeks, and then in one day, just overtrade, just lose all discipline, just like I blanked out and came to and my account was blown out. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. But I just traded great. I just proved that the system worked. I just proved that the entries work. I just proved that when I take second entries off of the key entry point, they work like magic. I just proved it for 3 weeks straight, and in one day, overtrading can wipe it all away. That's not nothing. There's nothing wrong with your strategy. There's nothing wrong with your chart reading, right? There's nothing wrong with your execution. When that happened because you lost discipline and decided to take more than those 5 trades. You decided to just keep on going, and you decided to drop the discipline. You decided to break the rules, right? And then you blew the account out. But you was just trading great. Some of you. I know this is hitting home for somebody. This one got to be hitting home for somebody. You are not a bad trader. You got it. You can read a price chart. You can see a second entry. You can see a lower high. You can see a range fade, because these setups aren't hard. You can see it. You are not a bad trader. You're undisciplined. And until you trade with a high level of discipline, you're going to have those ups. You're going to have those downs. You're going to have those ups. You're going to have those downs. A disciplined trader and an undisciplined trader cannot occupy the same space, matter, and time at the same time. Just can't. As soon as you decide to break your rules, as soon as you decide to put your discipline to the side and become an undisciplined trader, you're probably no longer a profitable trader. Just like that. It's the line is so thin. It is so thin because trading requires a high level of discipline. So this could be bad news for some people who just can't get the discipline together, or this could be good news for somebody who you're right there and you haven't been able to figure out why you can't get consistent. If you're right there, if you can read a price chart, if you can see second entries, if you can see higher lows, if you can see the market cycle, you can see a trend up, trend break, retest a new high, know when the market is going to reverse. If you can see all of that on a price chart, you got it. But if you're still losing, take a look at your discipline. Journal your trades. Write down everything. Write down every trade, what you was thinking, what you took, what the result was. And if you're journaling, you will be able to go back and see, you know what? It was discipline. I was up on the week, and Friday I decided to overtrade because I just couldn't accept having a losing day. You know, I won Monday, I won Tuesday, I won Wednesday, I won Thursday, I was down Friday, I hit my 5 trades and I was down, and I couldn't accept having a losing day. And then I gave it all back. When if I had stopped at 5, I still would at least had a winning week. That comes down to discipline. If that ever happened to you, you're not a bad trader. You can read a price chart. You are undisciplined. And so this is what people struggle with, because again, most people don't put disciplines in their life, you know, unless you're trying to lose weight or something, you know, and you'll get disciplined for a month or two, you know, trying to fit into a dress to go to some banquet or something, right? Just keeping it real. Most people don't have daily disciplines that they're following. So overall, we kind of live undisciplined lives to a certain extent. We just do, you know, we do what we want. And it you know, we're not hurting anybody, we're not bothering anybody, so you don't think about it. But overall, most of us live undisciplined. But then you go to try to do a task that requires a high level of discipline. I mean, hey, it ain't gonna work like that. I really would love to do a study if I could just get a whole bunch of people who've been in the military. I would love to just teach trading to a whole bunch of veterans, because I bet they're killers, right? Because veterans was broken and rebuilt to do nothing but follow rules and stay disciplined. So my guess would be some of the best people in the world who could become traders are people who's in the military. I don't know. That just came to my mind just now. But I bet people who have been fresh, especially if you fresh out the military. Hey, I bet if you fresh out the military, you could pick up trading real quick, because people who start winning like right away with trading, they have a high level of discipline. They have a high tendency to just follow rules. People who just follow rules, they make it in this business real fast. They don't have the struggles that the average person has, because again, the average person is just doing whatever they want every day. Don't live with, you know, don't live with no disciplines in place. But when you trying to do something that requires a high level, because hey man, if you get in early, you could lose. If you take the first entry instead of second entry, you could lose. If you take more than 5 trades, if that's what you're supposed to be doing, maybe it's 10, whatever it is. If you take more trades than you're supposed to be taking, that can cost you to lose. Over trading is a killer, people. What else? Just breaking rules, man. Just if you breaking rules, it ain't the system, it ain't the mentor, it ain't the strategy, it ain't the market, it ain't the broker, it's you, right? If you still breaking rules, don't expect to make money. I'm gonna wrap it up with that. If you're still breaking rules, that means you're undisciplined, and if you're undisciplined, don't expect to be making money day trading. Sorry, that's just the way it is. I keep it real and tell the truth around here. If you're breaking rules, you're still undisciplined. It ain't the broker, it ain't the strategy, it ain't the mentor, it ain't the system. It's you, the person who's running the system, the person who's executing, the person who's supposed to be growing their business, the person who's supposed to be trading as if it's a business, the person who says they have to make it, the person who is saying that I gotta do this for my kids, the person who is saying, you know what I'm saying, I need this to work so I can start to pay some extra bills off, the person who's saying I need this to work so I can pay off debt, the person who's saying I need this to work so I can have a second income that's really viable. Hey, if it ain't working and you can read a price chart, it's your discipline. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? That'll wrap up this week. We did a lot of trading psychology. Again, you got to get the skills, you got to be determined, and you got to have discipline to make it in this trading game. So I'm not just gonna leave you like that. We're gonna do some work study lessons. All right, I'm gonna keep practicing, keep getting better. But listen, these work study lessons aren't gonna help you if you just go out there and break rules, all right? So let's see what we're gonna look at some charts today, try to learn some stuff, and start to follow the rules today. All right, let's go over to the charts.
Looking for profitable trade ideas in the Forex market? Want to learn a unique strategy based on price action and Fibonacci retracement zones? Join our trading community now for just $10 a month and receive trade ideas and binary options chart markups straight to your inbox.
All right, guys, I wanted to do something different today because we actually had a pretty good day in the community, and I was just going to go over all the markups, but it's 5 o'clock right now and all the pairs are gone. So I'm just gonna jump over to the community, show you what happened. I'll still be able to mark something up a little bit, I believe. So all right, so we're over at the community, and this was a markup that I did earlier this morning at 6:56 a.m. I told everybody, hey, go on short. So I just kind of wrote it like that because it was already in play, in action, and so I wanted people to just look for setups. And so this was the markup. I could clearly see the trend down, right? So I just drew the fear from the top to the bottom. Simple. That gets me the sweet spot. Easy, right? And so if I scroll down a little bit, you see what happened. Beauty, right? So the great thing about this trade is it's a swing trade simply because we're using the fib, but also this falls right into what we teach about the market cycle. So as you see here, what we ended up getting here was nothing but a simple trend down, trend break, and we were looking to catch the second leg. That's just price action, man. That's classic price action that happens all the time, right? We catch that kind of run all the time. The internet is really tripping, so sorry if things aren't lining up as I talk. Real bad internet connection today. But anyway, like as I said up here, oops. I was saying go short. So you should have just been looking for shorts. So I mean, it's up to you how you want to play this. I mean, you can just play it from a long-term situation. I mean, a 10-minute trade works, a 20-minute trade works, a 30-minute trade works, right? You can just do a swing trade and just go on a longer time frame. If you're doing a binary options. The other way you could play it is you could just look for great price action entries, which this is basically a double top, then, or you could look at this as a high, push down, come back up, lower high. But I mean, that's a huge candle right off a golden ratio. Even you see what it did last time, you would have won in 3 minutes. So you could go right here, 3 minutes, bang, that's an easy one. Then you get another one high, push down, lower high. You go right here. 3 minutes, boom, that's an easy one. Then just take them off the EMA. Right here off the EMA. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. I mean, this was a great run. I mean, that's 7 of them right there. That was a great run, and boom, that was our Audi Swiss call today. So let's see what else we had. Down. All right, here we go again. We got the Audi CAD real. I put this one in at 6:30. I said going short. So boom, look, you catch this one, right? It ran up on us first, broke out the sweet spot. That was tough. But if you were still watching, or depending on when you saw the post, here's a high, lower high. You could have went right here. Oops, what did I pick? Yeah, I'm on. Man, the internet is really tripping. Sorry, people. That is not an arrow. What is going on? Line. Arrow, please. Okay, it's not gonna work. But look, you can go right there, and then just off the EMA, you can go right here. You can go right here. Or, like I said, you could take this as, this comes in, we're trying to catch a second leg. Sometimes it takes a second leg a little time to develop. I mean, if you enter here 10 minutes, that don't work. 20 minutes probably works. 30 minutes work. So it all depends. If you enter anywhere here, 10 minutes works. 5 minutes works, 10 minutes works, 20 minutes works, 30 minutes works. So, you can take these trades at different times. That's completely up to you, completely up to your trading strategy. Or you can try to take every price action entry. So it's a benefit just to know which way the market could go, right? Which way the market could go. Here it is. Here's another one. I drew the fear from the top to the bottom. I said I'm waiting to go short, so it wasn't time to go yet. We were waiting, and man, look what happened once prices got to the sweet spot. I mean, and this is what I mean, people. I mean, if you've been following me any amount of time this year, the strategies work, okay? It's not, they just do. I mean, once you understand how prices just move like this. This is no shocker to me that all three of these work the exact same way. You know, especially with the Audi was weak today. You know, the strength meter told me that. And so I targeted the Audi. All three of these has Audi in it. Notice that? The strength meter told me the Audi was weak, and then I targeted. Let me see if the strength meter's still up. It may not still be weak, but yeah, okay. So the strength meter earlier today, the Audi was way down here. It's gotten stronger as the day has went on, but it was weaker earlier, and I just targeted. I just went at the Audi. Right, every one of these setups is going against the Audi. It was weak today. So that's the kind of stuff you can do in real pairs and binary options and understand the price action. So, you know, we put the fib on, boom, got to the sweet spot. No surprise, right? 5 minutes works, 10 minutes works, 20 minutes works, 30-minute work. It's up to you. Or let's see if my arrow worked this time. You can go on this lower high. Nope, still ain't working. You can go there, you can go there, you can go here. I mean, however you want to play it, you know, you can play it. It's up to you. But the point that I really want to make is that, you know, the strategies work. You know, some people don't have the strategy yet. You know, if you need a strategy, if you need a system, you know, I have a course that's available for that. But man, just the Fibonacci alone, which is what I teach in my book, it works. I mean, this is all we're doing is drawing a fib, wait for the sweet spot, and man, I mean, this is easy money, right? You take, I mean, use the strength meter to know what's weak. Use the fib, draw it up. I mean, hey, take a 20-minute trade, take a 30-minute trade, and go do something else, and come back and you'll be yelling easy money. I mean, easy money. Even this one. Now this one played around, right? It played around. It broke out hard. It played around. But once it started to drop, there are a ton of trades on this drop. I mean, a ton. So even if you lost one on the way up, man, you could have got them all back on this run down. And it's still trend down, trend break, retest a new low. If you guys don't believe in the market cycle by now, I can't help you, okay? If you guys don't believe that the market cycle is a real thing by now, I can't help you. But I'm going to show it to you one more time for those who don't believe. Trend down, trend break, retest a new low. Let's go up some. Let's get rid of that. Let's see it here. Trend down, trend break, retest a new low. I mean, okay, let's go up some more on this last one. Or actually a couple more. Here we go. If you guys don't believe in the market cycle, I can't help you. This was a trend down, trend break, retest a new low. I mean, this is just how the market moves. This isn't a fluke that the market moved like this in each one of these cases. This is how it moves every day. Trend down, trend break, retest a new low. I mean, the market cycle is so vitally important. It's so vitally important to your trading. And when you understand it, everything gets easier. When you understand the market cycle, everything gets easier and you have more options. You have more trade options. You can go long term, short term, whatever your flavor. Hey, it's there for you. And if you don't know how to market chart yet, if you still need this strategy, hey, this is what this community is for. Join the community. You know, I post these pretty much Monday through Friday. I do post some on Sunday because I know people still want to trade OTC, but I'm probably not taking those. Just FYI, you know, I post them just so people can have some markups to learn from. But man, I just real pairs, man. It's too easy with this drift meter telling me that the Audi is gonna be weak. I just can't do OTC no more. I mean, I was about to take one the other day. Whew, it would have worked. And it would have worked because my strategy does work in OTC also. But I just like the advantage I have with that strength meter. That strength meter. I like edges. That strength meter is clearly giving me an edge in the market. And so I just can't let it go right now. Can't let it go right now. I'm not saying OTC. I'm not saying, listen, my strategy works in OTC. All right. But I'm telling you, I trade real pairs. Okay. Let me say that again. My strategy works in OTC, especially this one, especially if you find it a sweet spot and taking longer term trades all day long. It works in OTC, but I am just loving the real pairs. I can't help that. I'm loving using the strength meter to know what's strong, what's weak, finding the sweet spot, and taking it and just killing them. So my new discipline of doing that, of checking the meter first, I got a new discipline. I check this website first before I even think of taking a trade. I check this website. I would look right now and say, all right, euro against the Swiss, that's what I'm looking for. Pound against the Swiss, that's what I'm looking for. Dollar against the Swiss, that's what I'm looking for. AUD against the Swiss, this is what I'm looking for. CAD against the Swiss, this is what I'm looking for. And I'm going against the Swiss in each of those instances. I can't let it go right now. So everybody do what you want. But just so you know, I trade the real pairs. But in the community, I post Sunday through Friday. And hey, if you ain't figured it out yet, join the community, and I'll get you. I'll try to help you out with some good markups, and after a while, you'll be marking it up great yourself, and you can go on and start making money. All right, but it's gonna take discipline because let me finish. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. You see, this is not a good example. Let me get a good example. Right here. Right, it's gonna take discipline. It takes discipline not to trade until you get to this sweet spot, right? When it gets to the sweet spot, it's a high chance it's going to turn, but lo and behold, it's going to be people who take trades on the way up. And you may win, you may lose, you go here too early, you lose. You go here too early, you lose. You go here too early, you lose. But you go here early, you win. But I would rather wait and have the discipline to wait for it to get to the entry zone and take high probability trades. All right, so that was my last example for today. I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you had a great trading week. All right, stay tuned. We're gonna be back next week to do it again. I post on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Hey, guess what? Do me a favor and hit that like button right now. If you've learned something this week, if you've learned something in this video, hit the like button. Leave your boy a comment. I greatly appreciate you. All right, so I'm gonna sign off with that. My name is JD, and as always, I wish you increase on the Sutton. Bye-bye. Find out what it takes to make it in the trading game. Check out this video right here.